So we get some stuff happening this week.
We get to see Sesshomaru punch Inuyasha again.
We do get to see that again, which is nice.
It's pretty good.
Very funny. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Jared Now Watch Inuyasha is episode 160. I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Al and Lady M.
Hello.
We are discussing Season 6, Episode 19, or Episode 157, entitled Destroy Naraku with the Adamant Barrage. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew. Somebody's gonna get a barrage this week.
It's true. We get a big recap of the end of last week's episode and all that. And we get to see Sesshomaru and Naraku fight each other. Sesshomaru can't break through the barrier of Naraku's, but it does do a little bit of damage, but not enough to break it. And he's like, "Oh, you're stronger than Inuyasha.
Look, look, look. Although he looks panicked the whole time that he's saying that, like he looks unhinged.
Yes.
He's scared.
Hosenki's like, "Inuyasha, you should kill me, and then the Tetsaiga can absorb my powers. But if you don't do it, you will die." And Inuyasha's like, "Okay, I'll do it."
All right. Yep. Sure. Sounds good.
He tries a couple of times and just keeps bonking him, and it doesn't do anything, and he just keeps getting slapped with diamonds.
It
Everyone's
cuts
like,
all over the place.
he's like, "Oh, I'm bleeding a lot. Ooh."
Oh no, this sucks. I'm gonna
Uh,
keep trying though.
yes. Naraku and Sesshomaru keep fighting each other. They're doing their stuff. Naraku spits out a bunch of tentacles from his back and is like, "Ah!" And
They got heads.
They got heads, and Sesshomaru cuts them off, and then they just start spewing the miasma
Oh no, miasma.
just all over him. And Jockin's like, "Oh no!" But Sesshomaru's like, "All right, whatever."
Mildly annoyed by it.
Yeah. And then the miasma starts going towards where Inuyasha and everyone is. Naraku's like, "Well, if you do, I'm just gonna if you keep cutting off my heads, I'll keep spewing the miasma, and everyone here will die." And Sesshomaru's like,
So
"Whatever, who cares?"
one thing that I did think was good about this part is that Kagome starts shooting arrows to try and like clear the miasma away.
Right.
And Shippo's like, it'll be fine as long as Kagome's here. And she's like, no, I'm out of arrows. And he's like, no, what do you mean? She's like, no, I have no arrows. Like, there's nothing I can do now. And they're like, okay.
And then Jockin's like, "Wait a minute, you have an arrow. I see an arrow there. That's an arrow. You're lying to me." And she's like, that one just kind of doesn't work. Sorry.
That one doesn't work.
They're like,
Oh,
"Oh
sorry.
no." So yeah, they're able to dissipate the miasma a little bit, and then the heads start spewing more miasma. So they're like, "Uh-oh." And then Inuyasha's like, "All right, I guess I'm no longer bonking this dude in the head. I'm gonna get rid of this miasma." And Hosenki the whole time is like, "You're gonna abandon this pursuit to save your comrades? I thought you
Wow.
had resolve.
What a fool.
You don't want my powers?
You big dummy. What are you doing?
And Inuyasha's like, "Shut up. Maybe I don't want your powers now because you're being a jerk." So
It was a trap.
it's a trap. Inuyasha uses the wind scar to dissipate the miasma, and it starts going towards Naraku. And he's like, "Oh, this dummy's gonna do the same thing again. Whatever. Who cares?" But then a bunch of other stuff starts flying through with the wind scar, the spears of diamond from Hosenki, and they break the barrier. And Naraku's like, "Huh? Huh?"
And then he's full of spears.
The Tetsaiga gets a new diamond coating, and Hosenki's like, "That was a test, you see. You were not motivated by greed. You wanted to save your friends. That's why I gave you the new ability and these powers. Yippee!"
It seems very convoluted and silly.
Yes. And then Inuyasha does it again, and
Oh, is this where he gets stabbed?
yeah, he gets a bunch of spears stuck into Naraku. He's like, "Oh, this sucks." And Sesshomaru's like,
Sucks to suck.
"Seems your arrogance was your undoing here." He fires a big thing to Naraku and blows him up, but Naraku's just trying to like disappear and reform himself. So Kagome fires Kikyo's arrow at him, And also, there's the jewel shard that he stole is like hanging out there as well. So she shoots it at that after deciding, do I do it? Do I do it? I gotta do it. And they're able to recover the jewel shard, but everything else disappears. They're like, that's
Rip.
weird. Then we cut to Kagura, who goes back to Hakudoshi, who's just laying in a barrier, just chilling.
Just chilling.
And then all the stuff from Naraku and the arrow just show up in that barrier, and the
Stab
arrow
Hakadoshi.
shoots Hakudoshi. And then Naraku just reassembles himself, because of course he does, because we can't let this guy have anything bad happen to him.
Mm-mm.
He's like, well, I guess my leg's not run out yet.
Kohaku's like, what the hell, man? Meh. But apparently, yeah, the barrier gave him a way to get back.
Yeah. And then Hosenki's like, yeah, you guys, all right, good job. You got the jewel shard. Inuyasha's like, I'm gonna destroy the jewel shard, and I'm gonna fight to do so until it's over, because the fighting's not gonna stop until this jewel shard's gone. And Hosenki's like, all right, cool, good job. That's pretty smart. By the way, you should probably go start following Sesshomaru before the gateway closes and get out of here, because you don't want to get stuck in here. That'd be really bad.
That'd suck. Also, Sango gets sad because she's like, Kohaku has part of the shard.
My brother.
My brother.
So they chase after Sesshomaru, and Yoga's like, wait for us, Lord Sesshomaru. And Inuyasha's like, shut up.
Man.
And Jockin's also just hanging on to Sesshomaru.
Yep.
As they fly away back towards the gate to get out of here.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. But yeah, that's how we end this episode. I mean, we got the good music back for when the Tetsaiga powered up, which was nice.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for us this week. Next time we will be discussing episode 158, entitled Stampede of the Countless Demon Rats. Hakudoshi, I guess, is fine.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna unleash a horde of one-eyed rats. Cause I guess
Why not, I guess?
this has the feeling of a filler arc, and it's not. And I'm just like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that is weird. Because, I mean, honestly, it feels like that should have been the end. Like, that would have been a really cool place to end it, with, like, them at his dad's grave and the brothers and everything. But then I guess there would have been too many loose ends
Sure.
left out there. But it's like, that would have been a pretty cool way to end this. But nah, we still got more. And some of
Demon
it's
rats.
just demon rats, and Akadoshi being fine. And also Kikyo's back, because, of course, Kikyo's back. Terrible. She's not interesting.
No. But yeah, that's what we're going to talk about next time. So yeah, if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonlanguagecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Language Checkup OVA. You can also find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you'd like more from Ann Ladium, go to annladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok, Anime Checkup. Follow us on Blue Sky, seasonlanguagecheckup.com. You can buy our books, One Shining Moment, a critical analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, Hot Tubs, and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. And sports on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. So join us next time as we all go, all rats.
All rats.